Hey, it's your professional sarcastic man and seeker of attention, Oz Chris, here with reviews on DC's crossovers. The two crossovers that they're having with Justice League and some of their series. So we have the end of the Witching Hour with Justice League Dark, Wonder Woman, the Witching Hour #1, and then we have the proper start to Drowned Earth with Justice League Aquaman, Drowned Earth #1. So we'll start with the existing one. So the Witching Hour. I will say the one thing that has definitely been a constant top quality with it. I had another word for it, but I'll go with that. A constant pro to the Witching Hour is that the art has been amazing. The art, every issue, the art was great. That's a constant, and this one still doesn't disappoint. It's still the same artist. It's still great. So in this issue, all of the remaining power that was split among the other witches has flown into Diana, and now she's kind of a full-on proper host to Hecate now, who is using her to rewrite magic as now there are new forces, new magical forces entering the world. So like the Parliament of Green is seemed to have been replaced by the Parliament of Flowers and other ones, and basically it's a final stand against Hecate. The only really problem I had with this issue is that it's very dialogue heavy. It's very explanation heavy, as it goes into what happened to Hecate, kind of her origins, whatever, and how she became the triple goddess. It's revealed she's actually like the triple goddess is just pretty much a physical representation of like 3 different stages of her life. So the maiden, the mother, and the crone. The crone is the one that's in control. The crone is the one that's the antagonist. And the other 2 personalities, which Wonder Woman meets, are the ones explaining their history to her, and they want to help as well. So overall, I this was actually a pretty good end, despite the heavy explanation and dialogue with it. I did like it. It nicely wrapped up the whole Witching Hour plot line. There is a little kind of teaser which will probably be a future Justice League Dark storyline. Then you have callbacks and a link to the first Justice League Dark storyline for this new series with the other kind, the Upside Down Man. It's revealed that he is pretty much he is Hecate's opposite. So when in the issue #3 of Justice League Dark, when Wonder Woman activates her Hecate powers, he's intrigued by it, and he knows what it is, and he knows what's going to happen, and then he makes a return in the end as well. So it's good kind of callback. It weaved it all together. So all of it was, while it was its own separate kind of story, it is connected to the Witching Hour as well, and then there'll be a future storyline stemming from this. So I'm impressed with the Witching Hour, the whole Justice League Dark Wonder Woman crossover. Every issue has been good, which is surprising nowadays with comics to have, having something to be constantly good every issue is hard to find, especially with Marvel. DC does it a lot, but yeah, I definitely like how it was resolved, how this went through, despite the whole, like I said, with my problem with it being a bit more like heavy explanation dialogue. But definitely good. If you didn't pick it up already, you're missing out. But if you have been picking it up, do you agree this? Would you agree? Was this a good end to the Witching Hour, or did you have a differing opinion to that? I thought it was good. I was interested. It kept me hooked every issue, and I'm okay with how it was resolved. So 10 out of 10. just the Justice League titles have definitely been the high point of DC currently. You know, now with Heroes in Crisis killing everyone, Bendis being on Superman and Action Comics ruining everything. It's good to see some actual good stuff come out. So, and this is definitely one of many. So now we go into the next of the crossovers, Drowned Earth. So this is the proper start to the Justice League Aquaman crossover. So basically in this issue is just everyone trying to find a way to stop these sea gods, these alien sea gods, from taking over, from flooding the earth. We get a reappearance of Black Manta and, by extension, the Legion of Doom, which I hypothesized like this would somehow. I thought it was going to be mainly Black Manta focus, but if Black Manta still has something to do with the plot, similar to how like Lex Luthor was technically the main focus of the first storyline, like him and Martian Manhunter were the main focus. So as a start, I definitely enjoyed it. Definitely liked it. You would have at least need to have read the Justice League issue that started all of this, because it still continues from that. It doesn't. But I'm okay with that. Art. I do like the art for. I do like the art for this, and so pretty much it's a good start. I'm eager to see more from this. Definitely, much like with Witching Hour, I've been enjoying every issue of Witching Hour. This is a good issue. This is a good start. Who's the art by? Porter. Art's by Porter. Yeah, I like Porter's art in this one. He did Justice League 3000, I believe, and I did like the art for that in the most part. Sometimes it was a bit off, like Superman's hair. Like sometimes it would change sizes, or like there'll be no hair on the sides, and then sometimes there is. But it's good. It's good for the most part. But definitely, I liked this start to Drowned Earth. It's good. Hook you straight in. End of the world. Everything's on the brink. What are the heroes going to do? Pretty much. And then there's a good moment with Wonder Woman at the end. I won't show. You'll have to read that for yourselves. So definitely, if you're not reading it, if you're not picking it up, a definite recommend for Drowned Earth. Same with Witching Hour. Witching Hour has been a great crossover. Drowned Earth has the makings of another good crossover as well. So we'll see how Drowned Earth goes. So that's it for these reviews. Thank you all for watching. Definitely pick up either of these issues. Highly recommend. And I'll see you all in the next video.